see if the Wi-Fi is gonna work. I'm not on the Wi-Fi now because I've noticed in past videos it's like hit or miss whether my voice kicks off or there's gaps or whatever in certain words and stuff like that. That's neither here nor there. They suppressing views, suppressing likes. Who are they? We don't know. We just know what's happening. Who cares, right? Who cares? Just here so I don't get fined. It's your girl Indigo. Hey, hey, hey. What do you say? What do you know? If this is your first time, welcome. If it's not, welcome back and everything. And welcome to the Apex Radio Show, Apex Radio TV platform. Apex Radio TV platform, and this is Apex Radio Show, a derivative of that, okay, and everything. So, gonna jump right into it. I titled, I don't know if you can see the title, like I guess depending on if you're coming from the phone or the laptop or the tablet or whatever have you, there's different, different things you have access to and how it shows up and stuff like that. Who knows? Again, the powers that be, they be being and stuff. And so, anyways, I entitled this one. So I'm not sure about the title right now. I'm just kind of sure about just in general what's hot off the press and everything as far as the energetic read. But it's either going to be called hydration stations or special delivery or something else. Or something else, because we all have free will. We can all choose what we're going to choose, right? And everything. I hope everyone's doing well in the interwebs wherever you are in the world. If you're not a bot, if you're not a bot, good. If you are, gets to step in, and everything like that. So yeah, either hydration stations or special delivery. So let's all breathe. Let's all take a collective breath. One more time for the people in the back. Okay, all right. I suggest you do that at least once a day, and during this transitional time period and everything, because Carolina's cooking in the kitchen and things are kicking right on up. Okay, so yeah, so as I said, it's a transitional time, and we are in mid July. We just passed July, half of July, and everything like that, and everything. Oh, amen. Bless you too. And we are in a special time. We're in the second half of the year and everything. And depending on where you are in the world, you're probably feeling a little bit of pressure. So certain countries actually still care about their citizens and everything like that. So they have everybody has their things to deal with. But there's certain pockets of the world that's not dealing with malarkey and shenanigans, but for the large majority of the seem to be dealing with malarkey. So in general, there's some pressure. We're in the pressure cooker right now and everything, especially for the second half of the year. But all that to say, if you've seen any of my previous stuff or anything like that, um, okay, all right. Hola, hi Chile, hi. Nice to see you. Hi. I was just reading about your country. You got good things going on down there, um, and everything. I'm in the United States. So yeah, so I'm just talking about just collective. I like to talk. I consider myself to be a global citizen and everything like that. So just the collective overall read and everything. So all that to say, hydration stations and special delivery. So we're birthing something, right? We're birthing something for those of you that's been blessed enough to have kids, or those of you that's been blessed enough to like bring businesses into the world, or if you're creative and you've been blessed enough to have a masterpiece that you've brought to foundation to to fruition and everything like that. There's just a certain process when you're bringing something into the world that has yet to exist before, and it takes a lot of it takes a lot of this destruction. Like the body goes through its changes and stuff like that for the woman that's that's with child and everything. The body grows. It does a lot of stuff that she can't consciously do on her own. The body just takes its own autonomy and the hormones and everything like that, and it hits every woman different, but it's pretty much the same process to bring life into the world as far as like human creation goes. Kind of the same thing with businesses. You have an idea and they take it from everything that you see, from buildings to Amazon or Google or whatever. It started with a concept, started with an idea, and then somebody started putting pieces and form to it, and now we all partake in that. So that's the function of most businesses. Oh, okay. Bless you too. Ki and La Puerta. Um, Puerta. What's Puerta? What's Puerta? What's Puerta? I feel like I know that word. Okay. All right, Jeff. Bless you. And so just the process of bringing something to life. You know what I'm saying? Door. Okay. Okay. What's in the door? Oh, this is. I mean, this is it's behind the door. It's a hallway. So, okay, I digress and I get easily distracted. So I'm going to try. I'm going to try and get this. I'm going to try and get this message out. But I see you in the. I see people in the chat. I guess I didn't say my usual thing about we don't do hatred here. So so the comments that's negative, I see you, but I don't really see you because I don't resonate. I don't live there. Okay. So, I guess, the internet's big. You can be here or you could be anywhere else and everything. If the algorithm brought you here, see yourself right on out because we don't do hatred here. I'm not entertaining. I don't live there. If you have a problem with brown people, that's your problem. It's not my problem. I'm happy I woke up this way. Happy I'm a female. I mean a woman. Happy about everything about me. Happy about everything about me. And there's nothing that no stranger bully on another side of a keyboard could ever do to make me not be happy about me. I done been like, listen, family members, friends, places. Come on, I done been through it all. So I don't even know you, so I wouldn't even care what you. I don't even know what you look like. I looked in the mirror and was quite pleased with what God granted me with. So, so all of that, I don't even care to block it. I don't care. Block yourself. Go where you gotta go, and go get some self-esteem and confidence for yourself. But we don't do hatred on this channel. Okay, we're about community, bringing people together, what connects us all, and God's love. And everything like that. So I've been tried, tested, and true, and there's nothing that anybody can do at this point to make me feel anything less than a child of God. Okay, so I hope you go get some home training or something like that, some love for yourself, because if you loved yourself, you would know not to treat your fellow man in such a way. I don't know. I don't. So that's the stuff that's in there. I do not care, but we don't do hatred here. So I'll just say that and have that be said. Take some time out for that. So coming on saying all of that, I do not care because I don't know you. I don't know what you look like, and I feel honestly bad for you. Because I mean, who does that? We have pressure. You're going to be dead one day. So this is what you want to do when Jesus comes back. This is how you want him to find you. Bullying someone from a keyboard. That's supposed to make and shake my day. Listen, I have children with people that hate me. Hate me, hate me. Just want me to be bummy, broken, busted. You know what I'm saying? Who are you? I've created life with people that hate me. I don't know you. I haven't done nothing with you. And would never do anything with you with that type of attitude. We couldn't make nothing. Couldn't make nothing good. Enough hatred in the world. So we don't do hatred here on this platform. Just to let it be said one more time. Okay. So, anyways, hydration stations. So that being said, so since we just kicked negativity right on out the chat, and everything like that, hydration station. We'll land on that one. You know what I'm saying? In this raggedy taggedy world and everything, negativity can be overwhelming. Hatred is some people's cup of joe in the morning. And everything, coming on someone's chat and attacking their physical appearance, boring. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's 2025. Like, boring. We're supposed to like have hoverboards and stuff like that. Instead, we're burning electrical self-driving cars because like Neanderthals. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not taking existence seriously, in my humble opinion, you know, and everything in general, as a collective, as a species of humans, you know, we could be doing so much more than attacking people's phenotypes, you know what I'm saying? So hydration stations is just like the importance of like, you know, so the importance of staying hydrated. If we didn't have water, water makes up 70% of the planet. Water also makes up about 70% of your body makeup. You know, whereas humans, we are statistically about 70% water. You know, whether that be, you know, in our blood, our cells, just just everything that makes us, everything that keeps everything running. Our you know our you know just all our systems, all our bodily systems, 70% water makes us all function and alive. You can't go, I guess, more than 3 days to a week without water. You know, you will dehydrate and die. So water is very important as far as like this existence and everything. um God deemed it so, you know what I'm saying? So amen, thank you. Cheers, back to you. And so the same thing, so that let that just be a foundational thing. So as far as like our relationships with each other, you know, some relationships take and some relationships give, and some relationships are symbiotic where you're giving and taking, and that's an ideal relationship, you know. But you know, not unfortunately, but like it's very rare. It's very rare to find a relationship where you're not just a giver or you're not just a taker, and you're actually finding someone that's on your same level, that gives and takes, and it's just really symbiotic, and it's like a flow, you know, like a water through a stream, not all stale and stagnant. Like, you know, some water, like when it just sits there, you know, things get into it, you can't drink it, it's nothing flowing, it's nothing that's purifying the water. But when you have a give and take relationship, the fact that it's give and take, it purifies itself. You know what I'm saying? It's like nobody owes anybody anything, nobody holding anything over anybody, you know. And sometimes people are blessed to find that in family structures, you know, maybe a cousin or a sibling or a parent or whatever, you know, or maybe they're blessed enough to find it in a friendship, you know, where it's just like, wow, you know, this person is like a soulmate, like, you know what I'm saying? So so hydration stations is just, you know, the importance of having a hydrating relationships in your life, because there's so many things, entities too, not just people but entities, you know, corporations can take from you, you know, like you get into the wrong subscription, and they feel like they can take you to court over some contract that you signed, you know what I'm saying? Like and you can't even get out. He's like, I don't even use the service, or I was just curious, or I just missed the trial period and everything like that. Now all of a sudden you're locked in for 12 months, and it's all this, you know, this snowball effect, you know what I'm saying? Like corporations, entities have sneaky practices like that where they'll continue to take from you, you know. So not just, you know, not just people, but just how important it is just to have relationships that feed into you and flow into you and everything, you know. Like I said prior to, you know, getting into this little getting to what I'm saying now, you know, I've had all types of me personally, Indigo. I've had all types of experiences in my personal life where it's just like I shouldn't I shouldn't be standing here in front of you with a smile on my face. I could be somewhere broke, bummy, and bitter. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, like I choose. This is my revolution. You know, to come on and feed into, you know, feed into the masses. Who knows? This is random. Internet is random. I want the algorithm to do its thing. Get it to whoever. If one person can if I can brighten up one person's day, I've been to the lowest of the lows. So if I could brighten one person's day, then that's a win for me, because I just know that, you know, just again, there's corporate, you know, layers to all of this. So you know, there's only so much we can do, you know, within a moderated system, you know, that we don't necessarily control. My views get suppressed, my likes get suppressed. I know for a fact, you know, from the back end. But you know, can I let that stop me if that's not even my goal in the first place? No, I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? So this platform is not a hydrating platform for me per se. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of a way for me to pour into others, or whoever might, you know, need just like somebody that's not here to hate, somebody that's not here to, you know, entertain nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like the world seems to be all of that, but it's not. And as long as there's at least one person, as long as I can wake up and not be that, I know that the world's not all that. You know, even if it's 99.999%, be the 1.1%. You know what I'm saying? And in that way, you have something to give to people that's so rare that it becomes valuable just by the fact that it's hard to come by. You know what I'm saying? Be that person. Don't be the person coming in somebody's chat saying some stupid stuff just because who knows? You could be a rat person, a reptile person in a basement, just you know what I'm saying? Hey, like I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's your choice. That's what you're choosing to do with your, with your existence that God granted you with. I don't know. That's sad. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not me. I don't live there and everything. My day. Oh, hi, Tomboy. How are you? Hi. My day's going. My day's going pretty decent. My day's going pretty decent. I didn't mention we're in Mercury retrograde right now, which I just found out last night, which makes a lot of sense, because my electronics and stuff, have been acting up and everything. So just general frustrations with stuff like that. But other than that, it's been a good day. I just figured I'd just come on and feed into the interwebs, and you just made my day by jumping on. How's your day going? And everything. How's your finger feeling? So yeah, prime example. Amen. So prime example. I'm glad you jumped on because I'm actually talking about, like, interactions and exchanges that are symbiotic, that feeding into people, and them feeding into you, and it being a two-way street versus just being a giver, just being a taker, and everything. So prime example. Prime example and everything. Yeah, because I genuinely love people. If I could have turned my heart off, I would have did it a long time ago, just not to feel, and stuff. But why do that? Uh, I mean, why? We got one life that we know of, so it is. I'm glad you're doing good, and yeah, how's your finger? Is it doing better? So yeah, so I'll tell. I guess that's it. That's it for now, for the most part. Just hydration stations, how important it is to have symbiotic relationships, have people feed it into you, that you're feeding into, and everything. And then also it's important to be open to receive. Like some people I've run into, they are givers, and that's their thing. I give to the point of exhaustion. I give to the point of death. I'm a martyr. I die on the cross of just giving, giving, giving. There's no honor and glory in that. Like, there's really not. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can only love to the extent that you love yourself. So you got to make sure that you're feeding into yourself so that you can have something to give. You know what I'm saying? Um, oh, nice. Oh, that's fun. Yay, yay, yay. Will you be by a beach by any chance? Amen. I'm glad about that. That's good. Exactly. Best friends is on Tuesday. Oh wow. How old is your friend turning? Is it one of the big birthdays? And I love birthdays. If you ever want to get Indigo to come out, to actually come out, just say it's your birthday, and I'll try. I'll try to make it. I believe, like I said in the past video, I believe every day is a birthday. Every day is a day to start over. Oh, 12. OMG. Okay. I hope you guys have a great time. What do you guys have what do you guys have planned? Like like are you just going to, like, watch movies, or like what are you going to do? 12's big. 8 months? Oh, your birthday's 8 months from now? So you think? Oh wow. And then how old will you be? Oh, I love birthdays. Oh, have fun. That's gonna be a great time. That's gonna be a great time. Oh man, make sure if you got room service, you can use room service, and if you got a pool, make sure you take a dip in the pool. Oh, amen. Okay, I have a 14-year-old son. He'll be 15 in September and everything. That's my oldest. He's my baby. He's my baby. I love him and everything. Oh man, I hope you guys have a blast. Are you staying either by the beach, or are you staying where there's going to be a pool? Cuz sounds like y'all need to be swimming. Having a good time. That's fun. Oh man. Thank you for sharing that with me. I appreciate that. Amen. Maybe a pool. Okay, I hope so. I'll pray about it. I hope you guys get some. But either way, popcorn, snacks. Make sure you got a movie that you're gonna watch and everything like that. And definitely gotta do some dances. You gotta definitely do some dances. And or whatever. I'm not, I am a mom, so I guess my cool points go out the window sometimes. But yeah, amen. Oh, I'm glad you jumped on. We don't have a beach where I live. Okay. Okay, that's fine. A pool is just fine. A pool is just fine. Like as long, and even if there's not a pool, like I said, dude, that's a fun time. That's a fun time. Yeah, I miss those days are good times. Amen. Amen. I'm glad you jumped on. I'm glad you're having a good day inside the building. Okay. Okay. Do you know how to swim? At your age, I just jumped in without fear. I just jumped in with cannonballs and all types of stuff. Know how to doggy paddle and backstroke. That's about it. No. Oh no. Well, as long as you know how to float, you'll be okay. You will be okay. We'll get them floaties if you're not too scared. I'm trying to learn. Amen. The main thing is just not being afraid to get into the water, and then like I said, just knowing how to float. Okay. And when in doubt, just float on your back. just float on your back, and the water will hold you. If you fill your lungs up, like, and then just hold it, and then you just let yourself float underwater. You'll just float. Like I said, we're 70% water. So if you just get calm, and you fill in your lungs and you float, and then the water will just hold you. But if you're like doing all of this and everything like that, then yeah, you kind of the water's gonna fight you back. But if you just go with the flow, then you'll be okay. And then the doggy paddle is always a good one too. It's always a good one. But yeah, as long as you don't have any fear getting in the water, you'll be all right. Water's our friend, especially the pools and stuff like that. Oh, I'm so excited for you, and that's gonna be the end of July. That's a good summer. That's a good summer. When you go back to school, August or September? I know some people go back in a few weeks, but oh, amen. Stay safe too. Stay safe. No more no more fireworks. Oh gosh. So yeah. So all that to say, like I said, I like August. Okay. Yeah, kids are going back so much earlier these days. Back in my day, we went back after Labor Day. So September was always the start of school. I don't remember really going back in August. They got you guys doing too much school, in my opinion. Too much school and not enough life, not enough living. Like stuff like learning how to swim. That's what school should teach and stuff like that. Um, yeah, so it's just important at this point in time while we're transitioning, stay hydrated, drink your water, especially with the heat and all this other stuff going on. Make sure that you're surrounding yourself with people that care about you, love you, actually genuinely want you to succeed, not just say that they want you to succeed. And then just make sure that you're being a source of a source of life for yourself. First you pour it into yourself, you find those sources, even if it's like online or books or anything like that, and then you have something to give, and then also be open to receive. So we're just learning how to get into flow with this new season, how everything's working. And it's okay, like we're getting all this negative news and world war this, and so and so did this, and so and so did this, and it is a lot. It is a lot, and it's like it's getting more and more, what is the word, intense. It's getting more and more intense. So I just like to come on, just remind people, like, stay in your space, stay in your square, go with the flow, just lean back and just know that life has you. If you just trust life, life has you. And that's where you stay. If life starts getting crazy and everything like that, just realize that's all outside trying to get into you. And if you just put up your force field and just know, okay, this is not my portion. This has nothing really to do with me. Like the people coming on, calling, talking about my appearance. It's like, I dressed for myself today. Little did you know, like I don't even a compliment or an insult. It's all the same to me. It's just static. It's outside noise. It has nothing to do with how I feel on the inside, as a child of God. So the peace that surpasses all understanding, I wish it for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like let me come and be an example and everything like that. And and before I jump off, Tomboy, at 143. I did look up the number. You're right. It does mean love. It does mean love. And I looked up the angelic number, and I appreciate you sharing that with me because it made my day and everything. It made my day you jumping on the chat again. And I hope you have a blessed, safe, fun time with your friends. And I will see you next time, okay? And yeah, and then just have fun. This is the time in your life where it's just all about just your friends having fun and everything like that. And don't worry about the world, because I know sometimes it's scary stuff, but just know that there is a higher power that has everything in check. And as long as you just lay back and learn how to go with the flow, you'll be okay. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna be signing off. Okay. And everybody have a blessed, beautiful day. All right. Bye.